Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. As a well-known technology company in China, Huawei not only performs well in many fields, such as mobile phone manufacturing, communication equipment, and chip design, but also masters a number of basic technologies. According to data released by market research institutions, Huawei owns about 20% of 5G basic technology patents, surpassing a large number of established communications companies from the United States and the West, including Qualcomm, Ericsson, and Nokia. Huawei's rapid rise in the 5G field has naturally aroused dissatisfaction in the United States. You must know that communication technology has always been the basic market of the United States. Qualcomm must rely on its advantages in core technology patents to collect a large amount of patent fees. Huawei's move is undoubtedly a move. American cake. Therefore, the United States has repeatedly criticized Huawei in the international community, saying that Huawei's communication equipment has security risks. In fact, it is not Huawei's communication equipment that will pose security risks in the future, but US communication equipment. There are rumors that American manufacturers, such as Qualcomm and Apple, have stolen users' private data. In addition, the United States, as the notorious Matrix, has used communication technology to eavesdrop in many cases. Since the Prism Gate was exposed, the security of US communication equipment has been a concern. This is also the reason why many countries in the Middle East, Brazil, and even Europe use Huawei communication equipment on a large scale. In order to limit the influence of Huawei's communication equipment in the international market, the United States not only bans American telecom operators from using Huawei's 5G equipment, but also requires European countries such as the United Kingdom, Germany, and France to dismantle and retire Huawei's 5G equipment. Under repeated pressure from the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, and other countries not only stated that they would dismantle Huawei's equipment, but also announced a ban on the use of Huawei's 5G equipment. However, what the United States did not expect was that multiple reports released some time ago showed that Huawei's influence in the European market is further expanding, and many European countries are unwilling to dismantle Huawei's 5G communication equipment. First of all, the UK has previously announced that it will dismantle Huawei's 5G equipment, but has been delaying the dismantling deadline. It had previously postponed the dismantling deadline from the end of December 2022 to the end of December 2023. Now, as the removal deadline approaches, the UK says it will postpone removal of Huawei equipment indefinitely. Secondly, Huawei's overseas factory in France officially announced that it is being rebuilt and is expected to be put into production by the end of 2025. This basically means that France no longer rejects Huawei equipment, and even many European countries have begun to take a stand. As a result, Huawei has rekindled its hope of developing the European market, and has therefore restarted the construction of the French project. According to Huawei's current news, the annual production capacity of this factory will reach 1 billion units, which can basically meet the needs of the European market. Finally, Germany recently provided various certificates claiming that Huawei's equipment is safe. Previously, Germany's attitude towards Huawei equipment was somewhat ambiguous. There were reports that Huawei equipment would be banned from sale. Not long ago, Germany even launched an investigation into the safety of Huawei equipment. At that time, many people thought that this meant that Germany would begin banning Huawei equipment. However, what people did not expect was that the result was that Germany announced that Huawei equipment did not pose any security risks. This basically means that Germany's attitude has been very clear, and it will not dismantle Huawei's equipment, let alone ban Huawei's equipment. More importantly, Germany's investigation into Huawei equipment can be said to be very convincing. Germany has set up a professional technical team and adopted a variety of testing methods, including advanced equipment, multiple testing, and other methods. The products tested also cover Huawei's basic products, such as mobile terminals, communication base stations, and cloud computing platforms. The test methods and test standards adopted are also far higher than the industry average. This shows that Germany's test results are very convincing. This will also help Huawei's equipment correct its name in the international market. The United States wants to continue to give Huawei similar. I'm afraid no one really believes the reason. In fact, the attitude of countries such as Germany and France towards Huawei equipment will suddenly change, because they do not have much choice. European communications companies Ericsson and Nokia are much worse than Huawei in terms of 5G technology, and the domestic 5G network construction in European countries jointly built by Ericsson and Nokia is basically at the bottom. In fact, everyone knows the communication equipment in the United States, but I am afraid that not many use American 5G equipment to build 5G networks. Therefore, we can only choose Huawei's communication equipment, not to mention Huawei itself is the best choice. Some time ago, Germany officially announced that Huawei's equipment has no security risks and is safe and reliable. This certainly shows its attitude, but it also shows that Huawei has to prove itself. Under the current situation, Huawei is becoming more and more popular in the European market.